Hi guys, how are you all today evening? Good evening. Today, in continuation of my recital of case histories, vouching the verse that good, indifferent, and bad fortune comes to every living entity in this material world, I shall tell you about some case histories. The first one is about a woman who was called Devi. This woman was born to a very respected, revered, and affluent family. They were quite rich, and she was born with a silver spoon in her mouth. Alas, the members of this affluent family, who were adults, were a little overconfident, superiority complex ridden, and foolhardy. They spent the family silver, which ran to millions, on gambling and horse racing. As a result of which, this girl had to become a journalist and work in some magazine when she grew up. However, she retained her family's haughtiness, arrogance, sadism, and vitriolic tongue. This woman became a gossip columnist, so vitriolic and acidic was her pen that she rubbed several stars and filmmakers on the wrong side continuously. This brought bad vibes and curses from every Tom, Dick, and Harry who was scared of her, and who ran away at her side. She had a contempt and arrogance towards the underprivileged people of this society, and she did not make any bones about it. She wrote about this now and then in her columns. She felt that they were useless and they did not deserve anything good in this world. Time passed. This woman's stars kept rising, and her sun was in full bloom. And then the sunset began. This woman had made several enemies, and she had the bad wives and curses of all of them. Some of them tried to attack her and tried to bash her up. Everyone knew this, but no one either intervened or sympathized with either of the parties. That is, this woman or the attacker. One day, this woman suffered a very massive stroke and was paralyzed from her neck down. She tried to recover with her wheelchair, etc., but she could not, and she was chained to her wheelchair and her house. Gone was the frill, the fame, the popularity, the success, and the money. Slowly, her son started setting on a regular basis. This woman tried to write some articles to make money, but to no avail. A woman who had her own personal column in various film magazines found that her articles were no longer welcome in the magazines. Slowly, even her friends during her heydays left her and she became a pauper. Ultimately, so much so that she was reduced to having only 400 rupees in her bank account. Her maid servants and those who were nursing her for so long slowly left her and she was left alone. However, there was a silver lining. Two guys and one woman still sympathized with her. One of these guys passed the hat around in Bollywood, that is the Indian film industry, to get money and arms for this woman. Some of the contributors were those who this woman had cursed, insulted, and considered like filth in her heydays. This woman came to know about this. She did not know where to look. Ultimately, when the man who was supporting her and who was trying to pass the hat around for her brought some 25,000 rupees for her benefit, she could not enjoy the money. She died ailing before she could use even one penny of that money. The same money was later used for her funeral, which was a pauper's funeral. Nobody except these three attended her funeral. This once celebrated journalist with a silver spoon in her mouth died forlorn and unknown. Here it is shown that a person who was born with a silver spoon, whose good period started in the beginning, who had an average run in between, had a horrible end in the end. This is how destiny or karma plays with you. Remember that every living entity has to go through this, and so you should neither rejoice nor grieve over your misfortune or your good fortune. Please remember that you must not do anything in your young age which you will have to lament in your old age when you are totally incapable and incapacitated. Kindly let me know what you think of my talk on this matter. If you feel that I am talking sense, kindly subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that I can remind you of my future and past videos. Till we meet in my next video, it is good evening from TSV Raghavan.